So if you guys didn't notice, my opening, starting soon screen was just looping 30 seconds. I am still working on getting everything set up for the new computer because we are streaming from the new PC. Hopefully everything's looking good. Shout out Lou Spoon, says me first. Okay. But Epilogues has pointed out the longest 3 minutes of your life. I agree. I didn't realize that it was looping until like 3 minutes in. So I started at about 3 minutes in, so we're good, I think. What's up, Kimmy? How you doing? Oh, man. But if you guys didn't notice, it's an Ask Me Anything stream. It's my birthday. It's the birthday stream. How's everyone doing on this Tuesday? We're going to sit back. We're going to relax. I'm going to answer questions if you guys have them for me. And we're going to do some Minecraft interiors. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I appreciate it. Shrunk is here, guys. Guys, Shrunk. I didn't play. There we go. I only have so many sound effects that I can actually play because I don't have my sound effects transferred over to the new PC yet. But I'm working on it. I am. Epiloxes, thank you so much, too. How you guys doing? Good to see everybody. I'm glad to be back streaming. I know last week with the holidays, I didn't stream. It was also my anniversary, so I was hanging out with my wife, having some fun, doing all that. We started watching the Harry Potter movies. We're on the 4th one now, and we've been doing all that. Let's see. First question of the stream is, want to ask, who's your favorite coworker? And my wife doesn't count. My wife always counts. My wife is my favorite coworker. Outside of that, gosh, I have so many cool coworkers that I could pick. There's a history teacher that is pretty cool. Yeah. Really big into musical theater. I knew his wife in college. We were pretty decent friends for a little bit. He's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. How are you turning? Let me guess. 7. I'm not 7. I'm definitely not 7. I am 33. Is it your birthday? It is my birthday. So my PC is a build of my own. So if you guys have followed on my Discord at all, if you're a member of my Discord, I did build a PC of my own. If you guys want to know the specs, I can definitely tell you that. It was definitely a challenge, but it was one that I had been looking forward to doing for a while, and I jumped the gun, and I bought the rest of the pieces because of RAM prices have skyrocketed to obscene prices. For sure. So I got stuff when I thought it was best. So I wasn't waiting a year and a half to, actually not even a year and a half, like 3 years to get RAM. I definitely didn't turn 67. So please don't make that joke anymore, Loose Spoon. That meme's gone. We're done. We're moving on. I look 10. How do I look 10? I have a beard and I'm also bald, even though baldness has nothing to do with age, even though my students seem to think different. They seem to think if you're bald, you're old, which isn't true. And it's definitely not true. Baldness doesn't equate to age. But no, I did go and build my own PC. I took my time. It took me a couple days because I wanted to make sure I really had everything working. And the only thing that caused me any sort of issues were my PC fans. I wanted to make sure that I had them set up for intake and exhaust, so I had some good airflow going through. And then the RGB on them wasn't working. I did get them like spinning, so they were functioning, but the RGB wasn't working. But I did finally figure that out. It was a SATA connector from my power supply to the microchip in the case that controls it. I don't know, a single person, a bald person under 15, then you're not talking to the right kind of young people there. Epiloxes. No, I could have a full head of hair. You guys don't know. I could probably just shave my head. You don't know that. Or it could just be genetics, and I can't control the fact that I'm losing my hair since I was 18. You know, nobody knows. RAM prices are crazy because, yeah, AI has caused RAM prices to shoot up like crazy. I got lucky enough. I have 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM. I don't know the exact specs off the top of my head, but I know like they were decent. But I got mine for $123, and normally they were like $100. But I was gonna get like the Corsair Pro, which was just like a plain black sticks of RAM for they were like 32 gigs for like $80, and that has jumped like to $400. It's ridiculous. It's so if you're looking to buy build a PC, you're gonna have to wait a while unless you're willing to pay the exorbitant prices for RAM. It's kind of ridiculous. Bald is beautiful, hands down. I try to figure out what all. So I have that one. I've got that one. I've got the sad one, and then
the cat won't fit in the toaster.
I have that. That's the most important one, of course. You genuinely love bald people, though. Your band director's bald? Heck yeah. Shout out to fellow band directors who are bald and somehow single. I don't know. My students are all still... There's younger students who are still shocked that my wife and I are married, which I get it. She's way out of my league, 100%. But it's awesome. You're not bald. I have hair on my chin, but that's about it. And I barely have any hair on the back of my head. It starts to grow in, and then it looks weird, and I don't like it. I refused to look like my history teacher in high school. My history teacher was my neighbor, and he's a cool dude. I have nothing against him. He also taught me in driver's ed, but I refused to look like him. It's still hair. It's still hair, but it's not like full-on hair. Like, I can't have a ponytail at all. And then we got Bacon! Bacon's here. How you doing, Bacon? Long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh. Do I have... Sorry, I thought I had like multiple things of music going at the same time. I was very confused. But we're surviving. Hey, it's almost the end of the semester. Hopefully we're finishing strong and stuff. And you come back and visit. Because you'll be out of classes for the semester before we come back. And Curtis does a dig with the raid, guys. What is up? Curtis, how you doing? Captain Dano, howdy howdy. Thank you so much, Curtis. I appreciate it. Normally, I'd have a little pop-up for you guys to tell you about me if you're new to my stream, but I'm on a new PC, so I don't have everything set up yet, so I'm still working on that. But I'm Oddman MC. I've been doing Minecraft content creation for about 6 years now. I'm a music teacher full-time outside of this, and it's my birthday, and I'm streaming, and we're going to be doing some Minecraft interiors in my forever world, and I'm just answering questions. It's an Ask Me Anything stream. So if you have questions you want to ask or anything like that, please keep them appropriate. But I'll answer them. I already answered one, who my favorite coworker was. Calculus is making me cry. Calculus is tough, Bacon. Don't worry. I understand. Finish strong. Do your best. That's all you can do. Calculus was tough. I struggled with calculus a little bit. I did have a really good calculus teacher, though, in high school, but I took that in high school. That was many moons ago. Thank you so much for the happy birthday wishes, guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, Epiloxes is asking, coffee or tea? That's a tough one, because I do like certain teas, and I do like coffee. If I had to pick one or the other to drink for the rest of my life, I'm probably going to pick coffee. Because coffee gives me gives me more of a kick when it comes to caffeine, and I can mix it with my protein shakes, and they taste really good. Oh, you got a TA essentially teaching your calculus class. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do your best though, Bacon. Finish strong. Do your best, and come out the other end saying, you know what? I did everything I could. That's all you got to do. I believe in you. And you donated blood for the first time? Heck yeah. I used to donate blood. I can't do that anymore with high blood pressure, so that's always fun. But yeah, to answer your question there, Epiloxes, I'm going to go with coffee. I think coffee is going to be... My computer's frozen. What happened? Minecraft's thinking. Am I frozen on your guys' screen? Oh, what the heck? Everything like reset somehow.
Not the ideas, it's about how you support the ideas.
What's up, Shy? Happy day of odd birth. Yes, it was an odd birth. My webcam completely like reset. That is so weird. I can fix that quick. I just literally opened my Minecraft world and everything just kind of went like nuts. It's my blood pressure going probably. Holy cow, that was weird. We're good. We got everything going. Okay. Everything should be good now. I'm going to turn the music down in my ears a little bit. Cool. The holy odd. Yeah. All right. Curtis, if you're still there, bud, what were you doing over on your stream? I am going to hop into my Forever World a little bit. I can't show you that. That's coming up. That's coming up on a new video. You guys can't see that. So I gotta leave. I gotta leave that area. But we're gonna go back to the village. Yes, small. My webcam is definitely... Oh no. There we go. I'm trying a new layout with my OBS, trying to make it a little more streamlined so it's easier for me. I can make the webcam just a tiny bit bigger. Hopefully that's easier. But do know that if you guys spend oddball points on anything for the channel, I might not have everything set up on this computer yet, so use sparingly, I would say. My favorite soup recipe. Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. I don't know. I think a lot of people's favorite soup is potato soup, and I love potato soup. I make a really good potato soup. But my recent favorite that I have made that I crushed, and I wish I could make, I want to make it again, is Zuppa. If you guys haven't had Zuppa, it is the sausage and potato soup from Olive Garden. It's really good, but I try not to do a lot of carbs, and potatoes can be pretty carby. So if I'm making that soup, normally I'll use potatoes. But if I'm feeling like I don't want to go too carby, I replace it with cauliflower. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. If you cook it in a crock pot all day, oh, so good, guys. The Zuppa is really good. I highly recommend that soup. If you were 32 years, I'm going to guess you meant years old. If you were 32, how old would you be? I would be 32. Bandit refused to do craving run. Bandit, if the future mother of your child is craving something, you gotta go get it, bud. I'm sorry, it's part of the territory. You get off your butt, go get the cravings, and then bring it back. You gotta do it. It's part of the job, dude. I'm sorry. When my wife wanted fried chicken, guess what I did? I got all the stuff and I made fried chicken. It's just part of the job. I'm not meaning to make you hungry there. A lot of questions are usually about food. That's usually the most of the questions I get half the time. All right, but we're back over at our village, and it's looking glorious. I've got some more ideas for over here. I know the main builds are pretty much done. Or my mouse is like at the edge of my thing. But I kind of want to expand a little bit more over here in the next few episodes of the series. So you guys are going to see this slowly change. We'll probably build some stuff on stream. But I'm really looking forward to continue to build. I've been itching an idea in the back of my brain the last few days, and it's been turning out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. But the first interior that we're going to tackle today is, I think, one of the only houses that doesn't have an interior, really, is the lighthouse. My favorite Thanksgiving meal food. Oh, deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are the best. Hands down. Trevor! Trevor, get out of here. Get out of here, Trevor. You and your llamas. I don't want either of your llamas. Or you. Thank you. I'll take those leads, though. Yes. I will take those leads. I don't want Trevor around here. His trades are abysmal. They're not good. So, okay. Let's take a look at the inside quick. And please let me know, now that we have gotten over this hiccup of whatever was happening with the camera earlier, please let me know how it's looking and how it's sounding and everything. I want to iron these out for Thursday. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Deviled eggs is anytime. That is true. Deviled eggs are an anytime food. But we make them for Thanksgiving and Christmas all the time. So I would say they're awesome. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of anything else. You are a genius. I'm a genius? Okay, great. Favorite childhood TV show? That's an easy question because I have been wanting to watch it, but it's not available like anywhere to stream anymore. As Ed, Edd n Eddy. Sadly, it's not on HBO Max anymore because they got rid of like all the Cartoon Network shows for some reason. So one of the things I want to do is I would like to buy the box set on DVD so I can watch it again. But this is a relatively small interior. It's not going to change a whole lot. We're going to swap out the floor, maybe add in just some decorative bits. But it's going to be pretty easy, I think. So let's get some quick supplies from our storage area. And we're going to do the interior to the lighthouse. How am I a liar? That is literally my favorite show. It's not Barney. Evelyn. Don't let Lou Spoon tell you anything different. His middle name is Evelyn. Yeah, Barney. I used to watch Barney when I was like 7 or 8. It's not Barney, though. But my favorite childhood TV show character, Ed, Edd n Eddy. Hands down. I still watch that because it's a good show. For the interior, I think we're just going to go pretty simple stone bricks, andesite. And maybe some actual stone. There we go. My wife did not tell you that my favorite character was Barney. Not at all. You were definitely afraid of Barney as a child. I wasn't afraid of the guy in a suit, but the new CGI Barney is terrifying. Did you tell Spoon that my favorite TV show character was Barney? When I was a toddler, yeah, when I was like 7.
Did he ask a dumb question?
He asked what my favorite childhood TV character was.
He should have been more specific.
But my favorite childhood TV show characters are Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Hey, where's Cat Cam? People are here for the Cat Cam.
I don't have the cat cam set up right now. I gotta iron stuff out for Thursday. I have the cat cam on my list. I knew you were gonna ask about that.
Hey, look at how stinking cute.
She is cute, and I'm gonna have the camera up here so that way it's easier to see. She'll be right in your face.
Wait until we get 2 cats.
No.
Cat for my birthday.
My son has to hold his end of the bargain.
So what I heard is my birthday.
I don't know.
What about my
Can I get to my mouse, please?
Nah,
Please?
your mouse one.
So I can do interiors and stuff?
We don't care about that. We're not here.
I do. Alright, is there any...
Oh, it's probably a Pokemon game. I'm willing to put
My very first video game ever, I believe was a PlayStation 1 game. It was either Crash Bandicoot or Spyro the Dragon. It was one of those. I do remember one of my first games being Pokemon Silver, but I think my first video game ever was either Spyro or Crash Bandicoot. My wife is having too much fun with the cat. All right. Let's start with the floor. We'll tear that out and we'll do that. Does the ask you anything include a question to your... I mean, she's here, so if you want to ask a question, you can ask her. That's perfectly fine.
I think I'm gonna go buy a new cat.
Nope, we're not buying a new cat tomorrow. We have a concert tomorrow. All right, I gotta get our little cat out of here.
She's
No, this cat. Right here. You sit outside.
I didn't get a Game Boy.
Your first Game Boy game was Pokemon. That was mine too. Mine was Pokemon Silver. Actually, yeah, it was Pokemon Silver. First console game, yeah, Spyro. PS1 was my first gaming system that I remember. I never got a Sega. I didn't have a Sega. I didn't have Atari. I didn't have a Nintendo 64. My cousin had the 64.
Oh, I had one of those too.
Here's my cat. Why did I? What are you? Oh, Spooner's asking why you chose me. Why, are you jealous? Because it seems like it, how much you're calling my wife and not talking to me. You have your own girlfriend to talk to, Spoon. Talk to your girlfriend. Yeah, that's true. Oh, no. There we go. He probably is jealous of the cat. I don't know. He pretty much had a cat living with him for however many months the brother-in-law was there, right? I don't have the cat cam set up yet, so I got to get the cat cam set up for next stream. No, that was Kimmy. You did have Atari or Sega. I don't remember which one. That doesn't surprise me. I wish I would have had Sega or Atari. Yeah, you had Sega because you had Sonic. So you had an NES, the one with the square controllers. Sorry, I'm distracted by Shy's question statement of saying my microwave sounds like it's trying to explode. You might need a new microwave there, Shy. And Spoon says I don't need a cat cam. People like the cat cam. I'm bringing it back. People seem to like it. So I will be getting the cat cam back, just not right now because I gotta get it set up and everything and get the details finalized. You know, camera settings are always nice. She bite ya? Yeah. Celebrating that we're done. Yes. All right. Let's see. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my latest episode from the Forever World, please consider going check it out. Also, Ariel said I had to bother you because she didn't want me to bother her tonight. Hey. I don't know. Clothes. I definitely don't want leggings. What? Sweatpants? I'm not wearing sweatpants tomorrow. I don't know. Even if she says don't bother her, go bother her. That's it's literally your job at this point. We finally got our microwave. We got actually a couple months ago. We got our new microwave set up with our microwave cart, but it was nice having one of those back after not having one for a few months. All right, let's finish out this floor. I don't wear leggings. 2, even if I did, I wouldn't wear them to school because that's embarrassing for me. I prefer to just wear my jeans. Black jeans, blue jeans, don't matter. As long as they're jeans. And boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. The interior is done. I like it. All right. Well, the floor is done. I got to do a little bit of the some decorative bits. So let's go get some more items. Oop, we can put the cat back in. Come back in, kitty. Yeah, you can sit right there. Perfect. Helps keep the creepers out. How do I feel about pickle juice? I've grown more fond of pickle juice. I wasn't like a pickle juice drinker myself. Like I would just like grab the jar and drink from the pickle jar. But because of the fact that I get really bad cramps in my legs, I have started just like taking sips out of the pickle jar from time to time, or pouring like a shot of pickle juice, I guess is what it would be. And it just helps with the cramps in my legs, because I don't know why I get them. I've been trying to drink more water and all that, but it just tends to happen. But I do like pickle juice, because I love pickles. And it was always strange to me that I didn't like pickle juice, but I think it was more of a mental thing. So, but I would rather do like dill pickles. I don't like the, what are the pickles that you like a lot? We always get, is it bread and butter? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't care for the bread and butter pickles. They taste okay. I don't like the pickle juice that comes with them. But I prefer dill pickles. I would rather do that than anything. Do I have any? I have some decorative bits in here. And do I have some spruce? And then spruce stairs. Signs. Do I have any trap doors or planks? Probably not. Do some item frames. Oh, spruce wood. I got spruce wood. We can use that. Spruce trapdoors. Perfect. How would you rate the top? Ooh, the top 5 pickle brands. Oh, that's a good question. I might have to pull up a reference because. I mean Grillo? The thickle ones that we get? Yeah, those are probably in the top. Let me get back to the lighthouse. I gotta pull up a list though. If I'm gonna rank pickle brands, I gotta have a visual, or I'm just gonna name like the same one over and over again and call it something different. Okay. Let's go up here. Okay. That is true. Let's see. So, I'm looking at. I just typed in pickle brands, and there's quite a bit. I'm gonna pick my 5, and then I'll rank them from there. How's that sound? I'll pick my 5. We'll rank them from there, because there's quite a few on this list that I have all the time, and I am a connoisseur of pickles. I do love pickles very, very much. So my 5 that I'm gonna pick, and before I rank them, I'm gonna pick Grillo's, because I do like their pickles. They do taste good. They remind me so much of the sandwich pickles that we had, or the side. I would call them side pickles, because we'd get them with like a burger or a sandwich at the restaurant I worked at when I was a kid, when I was 14 and 16. They were great, and they remind me so much of it. I could eat those things every day, all day. She's just hanging out on the floor. Let's see. I do like Vlasic with the pelican on it. I do like Vlasic. They have the nice like crunch to them. You can't go wrong with them, for sure. Clausen as well makes some really good pickles, especially their spears. Their pickle spears are really good. Let's see. Honestly, Great Values dill pickles are pretty good. And that, again, these are just the ones that I've had, because there's some that I have not had because I'm not bougie enough to get them. Like the Dietz and Watson ones, I would love to try them. I've just never had them. Famous Dave's does make a really good like sweet heat pickle, so I'm gonna pick that. So we've got Famous Dave's, Clausen, Great Value, Grillo's, and Vlasic. And in that order for 5 to 1, 1 being the best, 5 being the least best, I would say. I'm gonna go. Oh gosh, you're making me choose now. I'm gonna go Famous Dave's, even though this is literally like the order of which that I would prefer. So if I had all 5 in front of me, that would be the last one I choose, even though I do like it. We'll go Clausen for 4th. I'm gonna go Great Value for 3rd. Vlasic for 2nd, and then Grillo's has 1st, because it's just a really good pickles, guys. Like, if you hadn't had Grillo's pickles, you should definitely go for it. What? 4 and 2. You'd switch the Clausen and Vlasic? Clausen's good, but I prefer the Vlasic. I don't know. I have like a core memory from my childhood of the original commercials of Vlasic pickles with the talking pelican on it, and I don't know why that's always stuck with me. I always like just enjoyed that. So, okay, let's go ahead, and I need to sort out some stuff because I have too much stuff in my inventory. Shy said she was taken out by ads that has returned. So did you get any of what I just said, Shy? I don't know if you heard anything. Alright, we got some stuff. Why do I have one, like, just cobblestone in there? That's weird. Alright. You got nothing? Okay, so you asked me about the pickle brand, so I said in order from 5 to 1, I went with Famous Dave's for 5. I did Clausen for 4. Great Value dill pickles for 3. Vlasic for 2, and Grillo's for 1. Grillo's, again, my favorite kind of pickle. I love the thickles. They're just the perfect amount of dill and crunch. What? She said that Bandit wouldn't go get her craving for. I said it's alright. You got to get up and go get it. It's part of the job. I don't know. I'm guessing because she's asking about pickles. Is pickles your craving there, Shy? All right. Let's do some decorative interior work here. Extreme comes in and says old. Yes, I'm getting older, Extreme, but how are you doing there, bud? How's everything working? How is the construction life treating you? Let's move the bundle up. I am drinking pickle juice out of spite. Like you gotta tell Bandit to get off his butt. He's gotta go get your cravings. I'm sorry, Bandit. It's just part of the job. You gotta do it. It's just how it works. You're internally crashing out. I feel ya. I've been there before. Oh, I forgot I had shelves on me. And boom. All right, so what? That sounds like the cat. All right, we're gonna put some shelves up here. Yeah, we might as well just line the top. That looks cool. And where do those items frames go? They're right in front of me. I'm just blind. What? Yeah, I can do that. Yep. No problem. Good night. All right. Let's throw down a pot over here. Let's throw a pot in center over here. Health spin, fun. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I hope everything's okay. Oh, you can't put fire. Why can't you put firefly bushes in the pots, guys? That would be great. Mojang, I get you're changing the numbering system, but come on. That would be a prime place to put those. And I'm guessing you can't put spore blossoms either. What is that? We could put bamboo though. Put a piece of bamboo in that one. That's fine. In terms of mental health, we have no mental health. You got to take care of yourself, X. If you ever need someone to talk to, give me a call up, bud. I'm happy to talk. Always happy to talk. Mental health is such an important thing, guys. You got to take care of your mental health. If you don't, you're going to have a bad time. I promise you that. So please, please take care of yourself. Let's do one of those there. I'm going to put a chair here. Where'd my signs go? Right there. And there we go. We got a little seating area in the back. It's looking better. Not too bad. I gotta figure out what we're putting in here. Put a piece of bamboo, just because. I think we'll do a bone, because we also have our bone meal farm here. Oh, my bow is looking worse for wear. I do need to fix that up a bit. And I don't really have much else I can add there. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it for now. I could add a spore blossom, but I want to save that. So, like, physical is causing mental, and I have no idea what it is. Just kind of falling apart right now. Is it possibly, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that because I'm speaking from experience and also just like what my family has gone through recently. Is it a panic attack? Like, are you having or an anxiety attack? Because those can be pretty debilitating. I had one a couple months ago, and it was kind of a mix between stress and I think it was my medication that caused part of it, because I do take medication for like my blood pressure and stuff. So it could be something like that, where you're like, your mind is making you physically have like reactions or lack of reaction, and it could be something like that. Work knows now and asks me to not come in if you're not 100%. I get that, especially in construction. You probably want to take it easy. Like, definitely, if you're not feeling 100%, you don't feel like you're going to perform well, or you might hurt yourself or hurt somebody else on accident, definitely don't do that. Yeah, panic attack and anxiety attacks, they really do suck. Please take care of yourselves. Had them before, but I have migraines or something like that. I haven't had. I have also been getting migraines as well, so it's probably just like an additional symptom of that, because every now and then I could be doing like really, really good, and then I'll have a really bad like anxiety attack, and then I'll get a debilitating migraine. Like, I don't get migraines a whole lot. That's why, like, when people complained about migraines growing up, I just thought they were just bad headaches. No, they are literally, it's like shoving a heated up fork into your brain. They are that bad, and I have to like shut off all the lights. I have to put on like one of those ice masks that cover your eyes. My wife has one, and let me tell you, that thing is amazing. If I'm ever having a migraine, it is the best thing we bought. And I thought it was silly at first, and I apologize, because it was really good. Do I have more shelves? Yes, I do. We're gonna mimic on this side. Get down. I want to put shelves up here too. Gosh, they look so good. They bring the room together. I'm not doing a whole lot when it comes to interiors for this, but it does look pretty snazzy. And boom. Introducing B vitamin. Also was just at the chiropractor, and they said my neck was also. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine if with doing construction, you're probably either staying in one spot for a long time doing something, or you're not, or you're moving your neck a certain way. That I can completely get it. Going a chiropractor would be a good thing to go and check out. I definitely need to go to the chiropractor again and get my back looked at, because my back is probably 50 shades of messed up. I tried to have my daughter walk on my back this last week, and it didn't do anything to pop it. So I get you. It's definitely not fun. All right, cool. All right, we got that interior done. I'm tempted to work on the ceiling for this room, but let's take a look quick and see where we're at. Oh, we're just going to grab that. Got all these bones. I probably just need to throw in with my bone meal. Not construction. I have a long mental and physical health history. Fair enough. Fair enough. So your neck could just be just like a combination of like the mental and physical health. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know. I know that when I did more physical labor for a job, like my back and my neck would kind of be at odds, but that could have just been me. But I don't know. I hope for the best, dude. I hope everything. Take care of yourself. And again, if you're ever having issues and you just want to talk and vent, my Discord is open. You can call me or anything like that. My students, my former students, they know that my door is open for that if they ever need someone to talk to. Sometimes you just need someone to listen and hear you curse from here to Timbuktu. And sometimes that's all you need. Even my students, like even when I tell my students don't curse at school, if they need a safe place to go, if they're feeling frustrated and they just need to let it out, I would rather them do that at my house, or not my house. Don't come to my house and do it. Plus, I don't think most of them know where I live. Come to my room and do it, and I would rather do it in front of by a safe adult, rather than just like outbursting on your classmates or people near you. Venting to Exo's friends. Well, good. That's good. You guys gotta have your own. You gotta have a support system. It's something that we talked about, I think, in my homeroom last year. Having a support system is really what helps us from when we're little to when we're older, and our support system changes as we get older, for sure. All right. I think the interior for this is looking pretty snazzy, so. And we're getting plenty of bone meal there. There's an alarm going off in your building, and you're tempted to take a bat to it. Please don't, because it's probably going to cost you more in the long run than just dealing with it until it goes off. How long have I had like mental health issues? Is that what you're asking, X? I want to make sure I'm understanding first before I answer, because there's different ways you could take it. Because like, how long have I had mental health itself? Since I was born, I guess. We've all had our own mental health. Cat in the melons. There we go. When it comes to like bad mental health, I feel like it started a long time ago in middle school. Like mental battle. Yeah, mental battle. It really started in middle school, and I had. Oh. We're digging into odds past here, but you know it's okay. I'm happy to do it, because I like to chat with you guys, and I'm here to answer questions and help, and hopefully me talking about my experience helps you guys. We're going to the fishing village next to do some interiors. Tiki, go lay down. No, it's okay. It's not gonna. I've worked past a lot of the stuff. The stuff that affects me now isn't like based on the past, which is nice. I think fortunately worked through a lot of stuff in the past, minus like the last like 10 years of things. There's still stuff that like gets me worked up because I get frustrated with things, but it's more that than anything. But mine really started when I was in, I would say, middle school, or when I moved to my new school from first grade into second grade. And it was because I was picked on a lot, and the guys that made fun of me, looking back, I still don't fully understand why I got made fun of as much as I did, because I got made fun of for the stupidest of things that it was literally just like anything they could think of to make fun of me. I got made fun of for liking Spider-Man. Guess what? I'm 33 now, and I still love Spider-Man. I got made fun of for wanting to be Spider-Man, but I was a kid. and aren't we supposed to have imaginations like that? Doesn't that make sense? I got made fun of for playing guitar. Like that, those three things. What else was there? I get my haircut. My haircut was wonky. I had a bowl cut, so I could kind of get that one. But it was just kind of relentless, just not letting up, not leaving me alone. That started a lot of it because I remember having moments when I was like, I just wanted to be accepted. That was the biggest thing that I had coming to a new school. Is like, I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to have some friends, and I wanted to just feel like I belonged because I was the new kid in the school. And the biggest issue that I had was comparing myself to them in that moment. And I tried to like make a piece to them by making them feel like they were on a higher bar than I was. And when in reality, that wasn't the case. They were like, we were all just kids, and yeah, they were just being jerks. And I was just being myself, but that was like probably the biggest thing that started that mental health battle, was comparing myself to others in a negative way, kind of. And again, I've moved past that. They have grown up. They're like, a lot of them have become fathers and husbands, and they're doing really well for themselves, and they've seemed to become really decent human beings, and I am more than happy for them. I'm friends with them on Facebook, and if I see them ever in public, which is very rare, I'm happy to say hi and ask them how they're doing and stuff. Like I've moved on. I'm an adult now, but I think that's where like mine started. Trying to listen to you, and the only thing I can hear is the cat meowing. My cat's not. She's just chilling right here, next to me. We don't have any interiors for this house, so we're gonna kind of take a look around and do some of those as well. I've defeated the flashbacks. It's more day-to-day trauma or abstract things like sunset. It's a whole mess of physical problems, panic attacks. Oh, the Minecraft cat. Gotcha. Yeah, the data. I think now as an adult, the day-to-day stuff is what gets me the most. Like, that's where mine started, and it kind of progressed into like that with the more people I met growing up and like past relationships and stuff. That really messed with my head. My wife has been like a huge proponent for like supporting me in when I'm having like rough times. So shout out to my wife for doing that. Day-to-day wise, yes, like especially with like jobs or people in our lives, there can be moments where just it feels like you're like just hitting a brick wall and you're not getting anywhere. And I had moments like that recently, especially with my job, because all I'm trying to do, like as a music teacher in my area, is that I'm trying to just help my students be as successful as possible. And I have people who I don't think are purposely trying to get in the way of that, but they are. And it's tough to deal with them when all you want to do is do your job and do it well, and help your students. And dealing with people on a daily basis when your mindsets in reality are for supporting the same kind of an idea, but it's not like, it's not the same side of things. It can get conflicting, and that can be where that issues. So do you have like an issue with like proximity with people being near you? Because I have that as well. Time and physical space. So can you talk more about the time aspect of things? Like physical space, I think I can understand, like people being in like in your vicinity. Is it that kind of a thing? Because I have a student who, she loves to hug, and bless her heart, that's sweet, but I'm not a physical person when it comes to that. Like, I don't like random people touching me, like giving me hugs and stuff. Like I'm okay with it when it's like younger kids, because they're just being sweet and innocent. I had some kindergartners run up to me today and hug me. They were super excited because with their concert tomorrow. But like when older kids try to, it's a little like, don't touch me. My high schoolers aren't touchy-feely, which is fine, unless we're like all emotional, like I was with my recent seniors that graduated. Made me cry when they left. just like being overwhelmed by the flow of the day or position of the week, something like that. So, flow of the day. Been trying to explain it for 10 years. I'm gonna try to think on that so I can understand it a little bit better. But I can kind of see where you're going with it. Flow of the day in the week. So like, are you saying like you could be having like a really good week, and then you hit like Wednesday and you just hit a slump? Like, is it always the same day, or is it stuff leading to that day that is causing it? I'm interested because this is interesting because I feel like it will help me understand it a little bit better, and also like maybe it'll help me understand some stuff in my day too, which is really cool. I like seeing things from a different perspective if I can. We have a lot of iron here. Holy cow. Stone, andesite. The concept. I want to go more into the concept because I'm a little confused on it, but I just want to understand it. Flow of the day. Oh, jeez, I did that wrong. There we go. Do I not have any cobblestone? That's weird. Oh, well, I can make some. Is it kind of like, dang, it's Thursday. What am I going to do with my life? I mean, that's a way of thinking of it. Is it kind of like that? It kind of reminds me of the concept or a conversation I had with my students earlier today about therapy. Because I have some students who they don't want to talk to people, and they don't want to talk to like a counselor or anything. And honestly, therapy can be a really good thing, and it's helped a lot of people. Stone. There we go. I just slept. I literally just slept. How is it nighttime already? Still overwhelmed by okay, it's night and the end of the day. Okay, I'm starting to get it a little better. There's a bed finally. I can't walk through the door. There we go. Just a chiropractor. It might be good to maybe see a counselor a little bit because they might be able to delve into it more in a professional sense. Again, I can only speak from my experience on things. So is it like you get to like nighttime and you're sitting there and you're kind of decompressing and then everything kind of floods you? Like you're just, everything from the day comes back, everything from the week hits you, and it just feels overwhelming. That's where I'm kind of like getting it. I love my therapist, but I don't really get into my mental issues with her, and maybe you're just not ready for that, and that's fine. Like everyone's gonna approach therapy in a different way, and that's perfectly fine. But like I really do recommend, and I've told my students this and I've told my friends this, that if you feel like you need help and you need someone to talk to that isn't a friend, family, a loved one of some sort, therapy can be super helpful, and I do think it's important to do that. Lately it's been throughout the day, so like just things throughout the day kind of like pile up and they just kind of feel overwhelming. And it's still good that you're seeing her though. Like I definitely agree, that's good. Let's tackle the inside of the stable over here. And throughout the day, yeah, I'm still trying to just like keep it in my head so I can understand it. And is this like an everyday thing, or is this kind of like it happens every other day, or just after a stressful day, or you just like, even if it's a good day, you just kind of have a spot that you get to a certain point where you're like, whoa, it's all just hit me right now, and I'm just like, I need to breathe. constant lately. Okay. Yeah, if you're feeling like a constant state of being overwhelmed, I mean, I'm glad that you're getting like help physically wise with like a chiropractor. I would try to see like a specialist just to talk to, just to see, try it out, see if you like it, see if it helps in any way. Especially if it's a constant thing, like it might help a lot, and you'll be kind of like just able to breathe a little more and feel a little more relaxed. 100% understand the overthinking. Epiloxis is asking what you call a bean that can't make up its mind. A maybe. Oh, you meant a bee. Got it. Yeah, overthinking can happen a lot, especially if you're second guessing stuff. That's been going on. Like if you're am I making the right choices? Like that kind of stuff. Like I get that a lot. There we go. I do want to do like a check-in desk here. I'll see if I have stuff for that. Music is a great way to decompress. I've got a playlist of songs that I listen to if I'm hitting like a specific mood, like overthinking wise. Like I have like a playlist of music to kind of shock me out of it, which helps a lot. A lot of it's, if I'm overwhelmed, a lot of the music I listen to is very heavy, and I don't know if that's the right kind of music to listen to, but it helps me a lot. Even though I probably don't need to listen to like heavy music at the time, but it does like help me decompress a little bit. Something caused something. I went into work yesterday morning and my head started hurting like crazy. I immediately panicked for some reason and was screaming like, oh, that I don't know. But I would definitely see someone if you can. Because that, I mean, that's, to me, that sounds like it would be like something serious to where it's hitting you without even you realizing it, and then it's just building it like up super fast. Or maybe you're gaslighting yourself into believing there's nothing going on with you, so you don't want to waste anyone's time with it. I don't know. I don't know. We do have ways as humans to kind of like overwhelm ourselves without thinking. Cackman, how you doing there, bud? Happy birthday to you too. The big 3-1. I'm sitting here at the big 3-3 now. It's an Ask Me Anything stream. We're talking with my buddy Extreme right now, who's been doing having some mental health issues, but we're trying to just chat a little bit so we can make some sense, help him out a little bit, and anything like that. Best advice, seeking professional support, because at that point it's disrupting your day-to-day. Yeah, I would agree with Shy on that. It's I would definitely call someone and make an appointment just to see someone. You can try it out and see how it is. I'm not sponsored by them, but I know BetterHelp has been a really big help for a lot of people because it's on your time, it's all in line, and you can easily switch between different therapists. If they ever want to sponsor, that's great. I have heard great things about them, and I would like highly recommend a service like that if it works well for you. But definitely, I would love to hear you get some help, bud. Again, I'm always here if you need to talk. My DMs are always open for you. You can jump in, slide in, whatever they say nowadays, and just talk. I'm more than happy to do that. But in that sense, I would agree. Go talk to somebody, like a professional, and see if it helps. Like, honestly, it'd probably be a good thing for you, bud. Hell yeah, mental health. Yeah, your mental health is like an important thing, dude, guys. Like, take care of yourself. Make sure your noggin is right and good, because it could be debilitating if you're going through and having issues like that. Like, I 100% understand. I've had I've had an issue in probably the last year that I've been struggling with, and I won't talk about it right now just because I'm still working on it, but it's something where it's something I've always wanted to do. I want to keep doing it, and I'm seeing others do it, and I really want to do it. If that makes sense. It's just, ugh. Where I'm at in my life, it doesn't always work that way. Work setting you up with someone for their employee assistance program. That's good. That's good to hear, dude. Please, like, if you feel up for it, keep me updated on that. I would love to hear more, just to make sure you're okay and make sure everything's good, okay? But I'm happy to hear that your work's setting you up with someone to talk to. It'd be good. Yeah, take care of your guys' mental health. It can be tough, but it's definitely worth it to do all that. All right, I want stairs here, but I don't have the stairs. But we'll do a little check-in area here. Oop. There we go. So we have answers, and I don't have a while. I mean, as long as you're getting the help though, and you're working towards those answers, I feel like that is a good thing to have. Journaling is also a good thing. I think it's in my backpack, but I have a journal. I also have one of my Google Docs that I type into. I have a journal specifically for good things that happen. So when good things happen, I take note in it. I have a venting journal where when something happens and I need to like just let it all out, I vent into that journal specifically. And nobody sees that journal ever. It is just for my eyes only, and it will never see the light of day because I have said some stuff in that you know, it was just because of how I felt in the moment. And no one will see that ever, and it will be deleted at some point in my life. And then I have another one that I keep specifically about my students that it's funny things that my students say. Like, I have some pretty good quotes that my students have said, and if I ever need a laugh, I look into that, and it's really fun. Personally, never been able to. Journaling is definitely not for everybody. 100%, it's not for everybody, but it's worth a try, I would say. I want to get like a pillager that doesn't have, like, we'll put honey blocks or something on carpet back here and put a pillager that doesn't have a crossbow anymore. I think that would be pretty cool to fit in here, but we'll get some like decorative bits there. I don't think I have any more. Do I not have any more of those? Thanks for the hydrate there, Shy. Much appreciated. But I am glad that you're getting your work's helping you see somebody. That is definitely a good thing to do. Drink that water. I did drink that water. I drank that water. All right. Let's do some shelves up here. These shelf blocks just look really good. Like, I feel like you could throw them everywhere and they're not gonna look bad by any means. We'll do a furnace in the corner. I don't know if I have any walls. How is it dark? I just slept. Am I yapping that much that I just don't even realize that it's nighttime is coming? And I'm not doing anything extravagant with these interiors. We're literally just placing blocks and just making it look nice. Stone brick stairs. Do I have any walls? Okay, more cobblestone. Yeah, that'll work. Boom. Yeah, that brings a lot of life to it. Then we can do some shelves. Oh, come on. I thought I had them right there. I did not. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I think that's looking really nice. We just got to get a little greeter there for the stable. I think that would look nice. Okay. Now we have this house over here. Pretty small. I feel like just a simple wood floor would work. Maybe something that contrasts with everything. So I've done 2 stone ones recently, and I feel like I need to change it up. Like some oak would probably be okay. I don't really want to do birch. Guess we're gonna go and chopping down some stuff. Alright, boom, boom. And too many wall or hanging signs there. This is raw mental health. I've recently started to realize that I'm missing considerable amounts of memories and time from my childhood, so that's fun. Ooh, I can't speak to that at all. I don't have any of that, but I can imagine that's not fun. Especially if you're looking back on stuff and you're like, I don't remember what happened. Is that one thing you how do I don't want to sound like I'm prying, because I don't want to pry. I'm curious though. It's like, so how are you approaching that if you're realizing you're having those amounts of memories like missing? Like, are you approaching those in a way so you can try to regain them, or just understand what happened during the missing time? Because I know that, like, I think back to like Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle. Like, he says that a good chunk of his childhood on Malcolm in the Middle, he doesn't remember at all. Like, it just, like, he knows it happened. People will tell him about it, but he can't think back to it at all. So I don't know. You understand what happened, you don't think you want it back. Okay. But I mean, yeah, if you understand what happened and you don't want it back, that would make sense, I would think. I don't know, it's new territory for me. Just knowing that the human brain kind of blocks out certain things. I would agree. It is an interesting concept. Especially in the sense, like, I know, like, the men and women of our military, they go through a lot of stress doing what they do. And there's, like, I think sometimes they have, like, repressed memories from certain parts of the job. And the brain essentially does that to protect you. And it's a cool concept to think that your brain is actively trying to just make sure you're safe. So it's a cool concept to think about. There's so much coal down there. Holy cow. How have I never realized that? Okay, I got more oak. Let's do an oak floor for that one. And maybe make another bed. Really good. And again, I hope you guys aren't feeling like doomy and gloomy. Like, I'm not trying to do that. And I don't think any of you guys who are talking are doing that. I'm just answering questions, and I'm just happy to offer my ideas and my experience in things. It's all just interesting. Like, I just find things interesting, and I want to talk and help and do all that kind of stuff. We'll add a crafting table. Probably add a furnace in there too. Could make a cauldron. That would be fun. Deep slate brick walls. I have a diamond axe in this. Ooh, more roses. I need to add more roses to the rose garden, so I might do that too. I don't think I have any more flower pots. I think I used all those. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 7. That is my answer to that every time. 7 is how much wood a woodchuck could chuck. Oh, sorry. Let me let me get back into character. Sorry, I gotta do that.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 7. There we go.
There we go. Sorry, I just realized it popped over. It doesn't show up on the multi-chat, which I really wish it did, because that would make it a little easier to see. But Twitch doesn't like let us have multi-chat show on screen, so I like when you guys point stuff out so I can see it and actually do it correctly. There we go. And I'm just going to throw in some logs for that. And then we'll strip them. Boom. There we go. Contrast with the spruce a little bit. Yeah, furnace. And I could use a bed. I don't know if I have any wool, though. Got white concrete. Concrete powder. I don't have any wool, do I? I got some string. I don't think I have enough to make a wool block, though, or wool blocks. Oh, we might. We might just barely have enough. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got plenty. Bed. Bed. Boom. Throw a bed in here. Boom. Just a little cozy little house. Got torches, too. Rate Harry Potter series on a scale of 1 to 10. How likely you are to fall asleep during the showing. Do you mean like the movie series, or are you gonna talk? Are you talking about the new series that they're making for HBO? Oh, I love the movies. I love the books. I love the movies. Oh, you want me to rank them individually? Oh, oof. Okay, let me think for a second. My wife and I are watching the Harry Potter movies again. We just got done. We're in the middle of the 4th one right now. I already know where that one's going, but I gotta think on them. Oh, okay. I gotta say, my top 3 are pretty much set in stone because they're just so good. I gotta say, probably because there were 8 movies. So do you want me to do like a scale? You said you say a scale of what? So you want me to rate each movie on a scale of 1 to 10, or do you want me to rate them in like from 8 to 1, like which ones I would watch in order? You got 2 questions, like 2 different questions there, so I want to make sure I'm answering them correctly. Because if you want me to rate them as in like least to best, I can do that. Do I have stuff in these? Holy cow! I have more stuff in here than I thought I did. Good question. I'm definitely gonna take those bones. Least to best. Okay, that makes a little more sense in my brain. Here's a lot of my redstone components that I didn't realize I was missing until now. So that's good to find. Sweet. Okay, so for number 8, because there were 8 movies, I'm going to put number 8 as the Chamber of Secrets. Now, this is that, and just know that I do like all the movies. Just throw that out there. I have, the issues that I have with the movies would be the fact that they left out a lot of the stuff that the books have. But if I want the books, I'm going to go read the books. I watch the movies because I can visually see a lot of things and I don't have to think about it. Um, could be a really good movie, but you just fall asleep during it. Yeah, all of them are great. The only time I think I've fallen asleep was when I put them on in the background. But it's hard to not sit and just watch them. But I could put them all on and just nod off to them because they're just a comfort for me. But I would say number 8 would be Chamber of Secrets, the second one. Number 7, I'm gonna put Deathly Hallows Part 2 because it wraps up the series. I just feel like the ending could have been better. I don't like some of the subtle changes they made for it, but overall, like, it's not a bad movie. But just from the perspective of reading the book series first, I prefer the book over it, so I put that 7. After that, I'm gonna put Half-Blood Prince as number 6. Then I'm gonna put Deathly Hallows Part 1 for number 5. Number 4 is gonna be Order of the Phoenix, number 5, because Umbridge is a great villain in that whole movie. It was dark, it was gritty, it was everything that I saw in the book except for like some of the stuff they left out. But the actress who plays Umbridge does such a fantastic job that when you watch that movie and you get that feeling of hating Umbridge because she is a horrible person, and I think is widely hated more than Voldemort. Like it's just great. Like I love that aspect of it. Thank you so much, CK. I appreciate you, bud. I'm gonna give you one of those. After that, it's gonna be Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban as the third. It's in my top 3 for sure because it's a good movie. Like it bridges the gap between 2 and 4 really well. And sorry, I'm coughing a lot. I don't know why. I got like a tickle in the back of my throat. It bridges the gap between 2 and 4 really well, between like the kind of lighter side of things and then as they get into the darker side of things with 4. What's up, Papa? How you doing? Thank you for the happy birthday. We're visiting Rose's Rose Garden. Really quick, I gotta drop off some roses here. Let's see. So that was number 3, was Prisoner of Azkaban. It's Gary Oldman as Sirius Black. One of my favorite castings ever. Like, they do such a good job with that. I don't care for the lady in the portrait for the Gryffindor Common Room. I like the original kind of like grumpy, meaner one, but she was fine. She was funny. Number 2 would be Sorcerer's Stone. It got the whole series started. I watched that movie hundreds of times. I can pretty much quote it line for line if I try. I'm surprised my wife didn't kick me out of the bedroom as I quoted it almost line for line when we watched it. And then my favorite of all time of the movies is Goblet of Fire. Like, we're watching that one right now. I love Goblet of Fire. I think it is the closest adaptation we've gotten in the books to the books. They do leave out a bunch of things that I really like Spew, which is Hermione's house elf like thing where she tries to like get them payment and benefits and like all that kind of stuff. Where she even gets to the point where she's not eating the food because of it, and it's a really cool aspect. We don't get to see Cornelius Fudge's house elf Winky and how she gets fired because I think she gets blamed for the the dark mark in the sky. I believe, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've read the book. I'm probably gonna go back and read it this summer. Ludo Bagman, we missed out on that. Yeah, it's the fourth one is my favorite by far. Like, I love that one. So I would say that's my order. I hope that makes sense, Kimmy. I know that's what you were asking. But as for like falling asleep to them, if I had to put any of them on to fall asleep, it'd be one or two. But I could put them all on because they're a comfort series. It's like people who, like my wife, who watch The Office over and over again. It's like a comfort show. You come back to it because it's like a warm blanket. And that's what the Harry Potter series was for me, because one of my best friends when I was a kid, Kyle, him and I became really good friends over that before he moved. And it was just like, that is a core memory of mine, like getting to actually like hang out with him, and we'd watch the movies and pretend to be the characters. Like, it was such a good time, if that makes sense. Also, Shy, I see you spending your points, and I don't know why my stuff's not popping up, so I apologize for that. I might have to refresh the links for those, so I apologize for you spending your points and they're not popping up. Centripetal Force? What are you talking about there, CK? I'm confused. Alright, we're going to add our bones to our stockpile here. Let's go check on our wheat farm, because I just dismantled the wheat farm earlier, like 2 days ago. And I'm sure it's not growing back yet, but I do need to get more seeds. Oh, it's growing back pretty well. Nice. All right. I will say we're going to have about 6 minutes left in the stream, guys. We're going to go for about an hour and a half tonight. It is my birthday. And I'm always loving streaming. I love chatting with you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. But we are going to wrap up in about 6 minutes, so just a heads up on that. Because I want to go and enjoy my birthday a little bit more before I go to bed, and I got to wake up and go to work again. Let's see, spruce leaves. Let's go plant these in up here. But again, ask your questions. Ask away. I'm happy to answer questions as we go. We've had some good questions. We've had some deep discussions, and I'm always here for you guys. I'm here to chat and here to have fun and do all that kind of stuff. We got to talk about mental health a little bit, and that was nice. There we go. Because I'm always going to be a big proponent of mental health and making sure you're taking care of yourself. There we go. Sorry, my throat. I don't know what is going on with the itchiness in the back of my throat, but I am not liking it. Busy with the boys. Always exciting. How do I not have seeds? Now I do. We're good. Life gets busy, that is for sure. Where is... There it is. I know there's a couple here that have leaves in them already, like that one. Good. Some of these don't have leaves in them. But I think that's everything. So we should be good. If I run across really quick. Oh. Go. Make sure they're all filled. I noticed that the other day when I was like going through things. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got that taken care of. And I am going to dismantle this because I do have a build that I'm going to be using them for. And I need to get more dripstone at some point. There we go. But I think that build is going to be over more towards like our industrial area with the trading hall. It would be good there. But if you're joining the stream now, as we wrap up in the next like 2.5 minutes, you can ask your question now, and I'll try to get to it before I leave. But if you're watching this later, you're watching the VOD later, and you want to ask a question, comment it on the video, and I will happily do my best to answer. Maybe I'll make a short out of it, and I will try to help you there. If it's a Minecraft question, I'm happy to help. If it's just a question you have for me in general, only questions I won't answer are like my social security number, credit card numbers, blood type, full legal name, stuff like that. It's the only. Other than that, things are pretty wide open there. Keep them appropriate, of course. I always have to tell my. I don't know why I always have to tell my students that at school whenever they make up like names for Kahoots. Like keep them PG, guys. And they always try to get around it. And I was like, guys, you're not clever because I know what you're doing. Don't do that. Did I not get saplings for the pale oak? I don't think I did. Yeah, I'll have to do that at some point. I don't know. I'm kind of making a mental list of everything I have. Didn't realize I had cocoa beans. That can go over here, actually. I do want to work on this ceiling. Maybe we'll do that Thursday. I don't know what I want to do for it, though. But we got quite a bit. We got like 3 interiors done for the most part, and I'm happy with that. But we're wrapping up, guys, as we're closing in at the end of stream. But I had a good time. I had a good time chatting with you guys, and it's always fun to get back into the swing of things. Again, I do have a video out on the YouTube channel for the Forever World. It is The Trees Grew High, but I Built Taller, I think is what the title for it. I can't remember. But I built a tree farm. Go check it out. And have music so jolly. It was pretty laid back jazz. I like that a lot. But please consider going to check it out. If not, I will be back on Thursday for another stream for this week. Concert tomorrow. So if you try to message me or something, I might be a little busy, but I will try to get back to you if you shoot me a message. There are a couple people who message me on Discord that I do have to get back to at some point, or else I feel like I'm ghosting them, and I don't want to do that. It's just been busy this week. But thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, whether it's night or Wednesday morning. And I will see you guys on Thursday. And always remember, the most important thing, it's to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.